1, 2, 1, 2. Ok, normalement on est bon. Alright, good evening everyone, my name is Shinki and tonight we are playing again some Mahjong Soul, once again Jade Room Hanchan, and well, first a short recap for what happened yesterday. Basically a tremendously good session with 5 Hanchan, out of which I got 3 first places and 2 second places, so nothing but positive results yesterday evening, so pretty happy about that, which is also the reason why I'm playing again tonight, in order to sort of capitalize on well, on my good results from yesterday, trying to finally shorten for good the gap between well, between me and Throne Room. Here's hoping I could get back to Throne Room perhaps by the end of the week if I keep on getting good results like this, but I'm of course guessing it won't probably last for too long either. It's already been 15 games since my last place. It's already a pretty decent no last streak, so yep. Let's try to at least preserve this no last streak for as long as possible. And without further ado, let's get back into it. Alright, we start as Chicha, so we're hoping to at least get one win during this little turn, or else I will have sort of a handicap for the rest of the game. Then again, it could also be a blessing, because I would avoid getting hit by my opponent's sumo during my deal turns. So yep, let's still try to win one round here, at least. Although my hand really isn't so strong. Ooh, double tone though. Very nice. There's only one tone left, however, so I will have no choice but to call it as soon as it shows up, which was my intent, regardless of how many tones are left in the game. Ooh, Paman even. Could perhaps have gone for Chanta, but still technically possible. Wanted to get rid of middle tiles first, and of my sixth superfluous group also. So, where is the last tone? When will it show up? Suso. Well, it does open the door to Sanzo. I mean, it does accept Sanzo with that shape. So we'll keep it like this for now. But I'm not feeling too great about keeping a middle tile like this. If I can't draw the ton or call it, it will be troublesome. Sumping again. I won't call Pont just yet. If I must, then it will be on the last tiles, or after I call the Debuton. Okay, so at least the Suso is pretty safe now. Except against Toyman, but Toyman has yet to pose any real threat. Naturally, I could be wrong. Wait, I forgot to put the game on the mirrored YouTube live stream. There we go. Pay is 100% safe, and I don't believe the passo has any merits anymore. So I'm going to drop it now. Keep the pay as safe tile, and the Kuso is dead as expected. Non-pay, I don't need both of them, so I'm going to drop them. Uman is... ooh, it's dangerous actually. Not too happy with dropping it now. Especially considering I'm no 10. Still. Could not have called the Dabuton in the end, it would seem. And only 2 draws left. Boom! Okay, at least I can get closer to Tempai. And if I get Tempai, I'm going to drop the Uman. If not, I'm not going to... ooh, Dama. Tanpin... no, not Tanyao, just Pin Fudora. So 2000 points. The Uman was safe against Kamicha at least. But as expected, there was a Dama hand somewhere. It did sound a bit too silent. The one calling Lychee or calling tiles. It would have been really weird for everyone to be no 10 in the first round of the game. And well, unfortunately my first deal turn is gone now, but at least I did not lose points, so there is that. Toyman called the pay, which is not his win nor the... well, nor the round win, of course. Not like it could be the round win in Mahjong Soul. I don't even know if there is some rule that we could set up during tournaments to enforce North round, because there are voice lines that have been recorded for Dabupe, which would be the double North Yaku. So it looks like they did it out of how would I put this? Like just in case. And I know that the only way to like to more precisely modulate rules is only by creating tournaments with the the website interface. There are many specific rules you can activate or deactivate to make it closer to real life game sets, real sets, sorry. Okay, back to the game. Kamicha has called twice already. Toyman has yet to call another time, so we still don't know for sure what he's going for. Could be a Sozu Hoitsu, Toi, Chanta, whatever. But I have lots of Sozu myself, so I don't really know if that's that. Could also be a Ton Mochi, could be Chun. Cannot be, could still be the Nun actually. For now, it's hard to say. And Shimocha has called an Oyarichi. And Kamicha dealt in with a pretty dangerous tile. So Kamicha doesn't feel afraid of Shimocha's Lychee. I mean Oyarichi actually. And it was just HP Fudora, but still 5800s because of the Oya bonus. Ooh, nice high pie. Anko, Toitsu, Kanchan. So Lian Shanten for Tanya Doraichi with lots of middle tiles already. And E Shanten now even. Just one call away from Tanya Doraichi, but I'm not certain I want to open my hand just yet. We could try to keep it Menzen. Actually, let's not. Let's win a quick round here. We have a perfect weight with 2 deuces and 8s. So they should come out easily, especially considering I have a full Anko of Chipin, meaning there is only 1 left in the game. Making it okay, long. On first place on top of that. So Tanya Doraichi, 1 Honba makes it 2300s. Or you could spam emote until the end of the game. I'm alright with that. Alright, what do we have here? Nothing too interesting, to be honest. I don't know if there is a mod or something to spam emotes like this, or if it's just manual spamming. Okay, it seemed to have been manual spamming, actually. And Dichi! It's just Dichi no Mi, which makes it really weak, but it's a 4th turn Dichi, and it's a double-sided weight, so I'm fine with that. We're going to aim for Ippatsu or Uradora. No Ippatsu, unfortunately, but at least if we could land on at least one Ura, we could get back to first. I mean, even with Dinomi, I'm back to first, but back to first and above 30k, or nearly above 30k. I hope Shimocha is going to miss Daisongen because of his annoying spamming. I did miss Ton Anko myself, but it would not have been much more expensive, to be honest. Come on, Shimocha-san. Iso. And Tsumo. Lead Tsumo. Please, one Ura. Yes, at least one. Lead Tsumo Ura, 1000, 2000s. Making it back to first and above 30k. I'm not willing to drop the Dora Penchan just yet, although I really want to. We are going to keep it for at least a little longer now. And I was right not to drop it too soon. The Enchanten for Chitoi Dorani. Going to try and hit someone with a Chitoi. Or maybe not. Maybe not Chitoi, but something much more interesting. We'll see. Okay, Ishanten. That's a very good Dora-san Ishanten with lots of Liamen weights, lots of ways to make it interesting. Come! I hope Shimocha is mad now. Even madder. Come on, Bianzo Sanzo would be Liamen Machi and... nah, let's Smogiri here. We'll still keep the Ryaman in case we can go for San or Suan, but for now... Also, Shimocha's cards kind of hint towards Kokushimiso, but Kokushimiso is impossible because of my Kyuman Ankam. So it could be Chitoi, or Chanta, or Tsuiso. Roman doesn't help. Still cannot get to Tenpai. Nope, no thanks. This is going to make it a little tight to get to Tenpai. And Tempai. Only one of each left. Should I call Lychee? I think yes. Even though Shimocha is a bit scary, he also would be keener to drop my winning tiles, it would seem. Hoping to get the last Dianzo, if possible. Ooh, could have been a better weight, but 30-10, so not interesting. Shimocha going for Chanta as expected. And c'est mort! Dizumo Dorayon, 3600, 3000, 6000 points. Wanted to reply with an emote, but don't feel like it anymore. Okay, let's just wait a little bit here. Going to go about it like this. No, Smogiri. Ah, nice. Of course, I don't have a single... Okay, I do have one safe tile. So is... Ooh, Shimocha went for Lychee too. That's a bit scary, but... Well... I just want to deal into Daburon, so I'm going to play one perfectly safe tile against Shimocha. Okay, Iso is perfectly safe, so I'm going to fold. Gently let the two of them gun at each other, just like this. Deep in Tayao, 3900s. It was a 3-sided weight too on turn 4, that's impressive. No Dora, however, so it's not that expensive. Shimocha is going to take last place because of this. Karma does exist. And it's hitting Shimocha at full force. Okay, Hanchan. Still Hanchan, but I have one way to get Pinfu now. So it will either be Pinfu or Tayao, or nothing at all, and I get a nice Menzen Diamen way to Lychee if possible. But at least one of them would be nice. It would allow me to go for Yemi-ten, Hanchan now. So I still have yet to have either Tayao or Pinfu guaranteed. But I still have a fair shot at both of them, so I'm going to drop the chin now. I mean, I did drop the chin now. Not going to drop a middle tile just yet. Don't want to give any unnecessary intel to my opponents. Dichi from Shimocha too. I have one perfectly safe tile, I have one fairly safe tile, and that's about it. Going to drop the safe looking tile, which passes, no problem with that. Now what could he be waiting for? I would suspect something around the Suman or Chiman, like Upar or Kuman or Saburoman, perhaps. So naturally the Roman is unsafe, Sunman, Uman, unsafe. Sha is not 100% safe, but it should be fine. No reaction 2 or 3 turns earlier, so... Now the big question is, should I push the Tenpai if I ever get Tenpai? I don't think I want to do so, but okay, let's fold for now. Kamicha managed to break the dilemma for me. And the Paso is safe, even. Uman was safe after all. That's a bit too bad. But I can play 100% safe now. Probably until the end of the round. Iso is not safe against Shimocha. Oh, long from Kamicha, very nice. Dich, Pifu, Aka, and no Ura no Dora, so 3900s. Now Shimocha has fallen down to last. I'm going to applaud my opponents for for focusing on Shimocha and giving him what he deserves for what emote spam he performed during, I mean, throughout the entire match. Also, where does he come from? No idea. Could be China, could be Japan. Okay. Gonna drop one pair now. Still doesn't get tired of this, and it's not the first time I've seen someone do this for the entire freaking match. So I'm actually wondering if there is some kind of add-on or something to do it automatically, which would be really weird coming from I mean, it's probably not something official or whatever, like something the other servers have that we do not have. Toyman called Dichi, dropping the Chiso, which is perfectly safe now, and I have 2 of them, so it's pretty nice. I could be able to defend for, well, probably the end of the round, at least against Toyman. However, I'm E-Shanten now, so I could even attack, but I don't want to. If I get Tenpai, I'm going to take it, of course, because of the Chun is safe. Iso isn't really safe, however, so I'm probably not willing to get into a Tayao Nomi Tenpai just for the sake of getting Tenpai and like leaving the door open to finishing Toyman's still turn by myself. But if it requires me to drop dangerous tiles, I'm not going to do that. Well, what are you complaining about? It's a safe tile, Kamicha-san. Sha. I'm not going to trust anything. Not even Jigoku Tanki. I'm going to play as safe as possible. Ankan, and new Dora is the Diamond, which has been discarded thrice already, which make it pretty safe, to be honest. It doesn't make the Ryanzo or Iso any safer, however. There's still a possibility for Shampoo or Tankimachi, both of them being Shompai, so I'm not willing to discard them. And so I'm going to play perfectly safe. Iso was safe after all. So okay, Iso first. Who will be the Haite? Toyman will be the Haite. I need to call Chi at some point, if it even is possible. Okay, perhaps not Chi, but at least Pon, Shimocha-san. Nope. No Haite? Okay, no Haite. Ton Tanki, holy shit. Okay, it was Dora Tanki, so I probably would not have discarded, but it was a Tankimachi after all. It wasn't Sha, but it was Dichi Dora-san. Okay. The Kan did not change anything. Could have added him a couple of Uradora, but that we will not know. Okay, what do we have here? A pair of Haku, which will make it easier to end the round swiftly. One Dora. And a couple of Rogue Jihai. We could go for Pon Pon and Don. Just a quick Hakunomi. Sha is not safer than the Nam, so I'm going to keep the Nam for now. Okay, Ishante now even. Yeah, let's drop the Dora right away. Doesn't offer much use, doesn't offer anything to my hand actually. Come on, drop the Shiro. Haku. Chun. Oh, okay, but it was dead already, so. Boom! Okay, finally. Tenpai, Cupin, Palman, Shampomachi. Yaman? Okay, let's go for Yaman. I mean, the Shampoo weight wasn't too bad either. It was two, like, outer tiles. So I think I had good chances with the Shampoo weight here. But Papin is not too bad either. Papin especially is pretty good. And we might just be able to land on the Akau pin, which would not be very useful or whatever. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not, all things considered. Not going to take Itsu here, we don't need it. Gonna keep the Ryamen weight as is. Toyman called Dichi. I don't have that many safe tiles, but actually I do have a few of them. Chipping is Suji, so it should be fine maybe. Just as I said earlier, that I would not trust such things. I will try to. Okay, it passed. Am I the only English Mahjong streamer on Twitch right now? Really? I mean, I do agree that I'm streaming at a weird time, but okay. Well, at any rate, welcome to my stream, and I hope you will learn some things out of it. Okay, what do we have here? Should pass, right? Yes. Also was still safe, except against Shimocha, but I can see way too many Sozu, so I'm going to still drop it. It was safe after all. This one is dangerous as hell, so I'm going to gently fold here. Maybe it wasn't that dangerous actually. Oh, long actually from Shimocha with a chip in weight. So I would have dealt in with the chip in discard. I don't know with the Paman because it was Suji against two of them. And it's just Leech, Pinfu, Dora, so 39 plus 1 counter, 4200s. Yeah, perfectly understand. By the way, just a heads up, I will most definitely use Japanese terminology for certain situations or patterns or such. If you ever have any question, do not hesitate to ask because I will be more than happy to oblige and explain to you everything. And it might as well help you understand other streamers, maybe. Because unfortunately, the thing with Mahjong is that it's not a game that originates from, well, the Western world, and it's sometimes a bit complicated to find precise translations, like one-to-one translations for situations or shapes or elements in the game. So it's oftentimes more it's oftentimes simpler to just use the the Japanese terminology for words rather than trying to translate them with long sentences or expressions. So it's a bit of a bad habit that we tend to have, especially in the Japanese Mahjong community. But at the same time, it makes it easier for us to, to understand Japanese material as well. Yes, exactly. It's also easier to use. Well, it takes less characters oftentimes, or even less words, to describe a situation with the Japanese term, the precise Japanese term, rather than like an accurate, or rather a rough translation in English. No matter how accurate or rough it is. Loan from Kamicha is not what I wanted here, because the game goes on. It's only 1500, so I'm still keeping my first place with, well, pretty much the same lead as before, but still. Okay, we have a good shape here. I don't want to risk dealing into Sufurenda, which is 4 identical wins discarded in the first turn, because this would end the round. This would be an abortive draw, and this would ruin my good, well, it's not an amazing shape, but I have 3 double weights, so it's pretty good, I would say. Nope. Even if this is Dora, I don't really want to keep it. I'm already in first place, and this is the last round, so I don't really need more points here. I just need to well, first get rid of as many dangerous useless tiles as possible, which is the middle tiles. This is the reason why I'm keeping that many useless winds and dragons, because they will be much safer later on in the, as the round progresses. Naturally, the goal here is to simply avoid getting hit by any. Even one loan would be bad here. I can always, like, there is always a chance for me to deal into Kamicha's 12,000 point hand, which would overthrow my lead instantly and end the game with me falling down to second and Kamicha going up to first. So this is something that I want to avoid. Something else I might be trying to go for is trying to hand the victory out to Shimocha or Toimen, provided that it's not an expensive victory, of course. Because this would end the game, and if it's a cheap enough hand, considering I have above 20,000 points of lead, I could preserve my first place while ending the game on the spot. But Toyman has called Lychee here, so I'm not willing to risk it anymore. I'm going to drop the U pin here, the 5 of Pinzu, which is safe against Toyman. Kuman, and Iman is safe too, actually. Ton was safe as well. Shy is safe. I'm guessing Nan is safe too, but there is like this 0.1% chance that it might be Toymin's winning tile if he's waiting for a pair. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, the Ampin is 100% safe because it has been discarded by every single player. I'm a real sant, yeah. To be honest, it has been quite annoying to see those emotes, but I'm not so much annoyed as I am amused because I'm in first place and he's in last place. So, yep. If anything, that could be the manifestation of him being seething currently. Which, you know, Mahjong being a game of winners and losers, I will never be one to deny that it offers a bit of pleasure to see your opponents seethe with rage. I'm just hoping Kamicha is no 10 because the game will go on if Kamicha is Tenpai, unfortunately. At this point I'm hoping for Toyman to get a Tsumo, but only one draw left for him. And I'm not willing to risk dealing into Toyman's hand either. Even though I can see many of the Dora. I mean 3 out of 7 is not many actually, but it could prove to be sufficient. What if I cheat here to hand Shimocha a chance to get Haite? Or to deal into Toyman's Hote? Yes! It worked! It worked! And it's far from enough to get back to first, so I'm still in first place. GG Toyman. And he was the one to spam emote during the entire game, so ha. Is there any positive to not sorting my hand? Well, there is one. Well, actually, I can see 2 of them. First plus 143, first place, and okay. So the main reason I decided against automatically sorting my hands is basically to still have this real life Mahjong feeling while playing online, because well, for the past few, well, it's been pretty much 8 years now. So for the past 8 years, I've been playing in real life at an increasing rate. Well, now it has stagnated, of course, because I can't play all the time, and it's much easier to play online. But I, of course, prefer to play in real life much more than I like to play online. So to sort of keep a similar feeling to real life Mahjong, where you have to sort your hands manually, I want to do it just online as well. Because Mahjong Soul offers this possibility to not have your starting hand sorted, so that you can do it yourself. The other positive side would be to put useless tiles wherever you want. For example, at the right side of your hand, or to well, just simply sort tiles as you please. For example, even though the pinzu shape here is the same suit as this pinzu set of 9 pin, I don't see any purpose in putting them next to each other because they're too far apart. They're not connected, at least not yet. Perhaps if I draw tiles that will connect those two shapes, I might sort them afterwards. But it's not even for certain actually, because it also offers a good exercise of actually training yourself to read your hand without, like, for example, having the game do it for you. It's a bad way, so I'm going to remain Dama here, not calling Dichi. Silent Tenpai for now. I don't have any Yaku, so I won't be able to call Long. I have a Yaku now, but it's still a bad weight, so I'm going to remain Dama. Not certain what to do here, to be honest. But yeah, to be honest, it doesn't have... I mean, the merits of not sorting hands automatically are not great. But it still feels a bit more... feels a bit better to just be able to twitch your tiles, so to say, even online. Playing Mahjong in real life would be intense. I'm only just starting to read the months and wins. Yeah, so how long have you been playing? I still don't know Yaku in study. Well, actually, Yaku is, well, of course, Yaku is the core of the game. So at some point you have no choice but to know them. But you don't actually need to know all of them to get good at Mahjong. Like, you only need to know a couple of them, so that at least you can see more possibilities with your hand. However, there are many Yaku that are almost non-existent in the game, because they're so rare that it just doesn't really mean much to know them or not. For example, there is one clear example, and it's the Kan-related Yaku, which I can't even see. Okay, here, for example, Sankansu 3 quads. It's rarer than most Yakuman. Yakuman being the most expensive hands in the game. Okay, Lichi from Shimocha, he's Oya too, so I need to fold here, I think. But I don't have that many tiles to fold with. Just the Suchi pin is much too dangerous to my taste. Suji, I think I'm going to rely on the Suji for now. The Godster is playing in a VTuber Mahjong tournament a few weeks ago, but I've been playing friendly matches here and there for 1 year. Okay, got it. Well, first, welcome to Mahjong. Since you've only been playing for a few weeks seriously, well, welcome to this wonderful world. It's a ruthless and cruel world, but it has lots of perks too. Like, the pleasure of crushing your opponents is an unparalleled pro, of course, naturally. It's an unparalleled perk. And of course, it's not only about winning, it's also about making others lose, like I did in the previous game. I need to be careful, however, because karma hits. When it hits really hard in this game. So if I keep on shit talking like that, or trash talking, I'm going to regret it sooner or later. Whoa, back to Tempai. Is this safe? It is. I'm in 3d10, I don't have any Yaku, but I don't care. If I get Tempai, at least I won't lose points. The adrenaline rush when winning is incredible. It is, right? It's incredible. Like, and I can't even describe how it feels in real life. Like, for example, I've been playing Mahjong for over 10 years now. Ugh, so dangerous. All of the pins are dangerous. Not going to risk it here. Too bad. Won't keep the Tempai here. So I can't even describe how it feels in real life. Upin, it was really close to the tiles I ended up needing to discard. And I believe I was still right to tear my hand apart. I've been playing for 10 years and I remember I played like online, offline and like not in real life for almost, okay, over 1 year, that's for sure. So it was in late 2012. And I played my first real life 4-player game in 2014. And it was just one game. And it was a short one on top of that. It was just an east wind with no like no real nothing at stake or whatever, just for fun. And it was against a player I didn't know because it was like in a huge convention promoting all sorts of games. And basically I can't really describe how I felt. Like my hands were shaking from East 1 to East 4 because I was so happy and so like jubilating playing there for the first time in my life against real players, as I had been playing online and offline for practically 18 months. And the first game was like this, and I didn't even win. I only won one round. It was just Pinfu no Mi, so 1000 points. But it still felt incredible. Being able to touch tiles, to discard them, to call them. It was insane. And I did not play 4-player Mahjong for another full year until, well, the same event, the same convention the next year, so 2015, where I played a bit more this time. We played a bit more. We managed to play a full game, a full Hanchan, which I believe I won or got second. I don't even remember. And it was so fun. Once again, it was incredible. And each time I played, because I couldn't play really often, I always had my hands shaking of excitement and joy. And Soundpin is dangerous against Kamicha. He's only dropped one pizza, it's a terminal tile 2. Not many middle tiles, but still. Ah, come on. And then finally, in late 2015, I learned about the existence of a Mahjong club that was only, so it's not exactly only, it was 200 kilometers away from home, but it was just one train trip from home to, well, to there, basically. So I went there like once per month at first. Then I started working part-time so I could afford going there more often, so I went there like twice per month and then once every Sunday. And we played small tournaments, bigger tournaments, and basically this is where my real-life Mahjong career started. And from there onwards I began neglecting online Mahjong in favor of real-life Mahjong because it's just so much more interesting and exciting, of course. With that said, online Mahjong can be extremely fun if you have clear objectives as well. Or if you play tournaments as well. So I believe it should still be safe, right? Too many souls discarded. So I can still take the Ishanten in spite of having dropped the Rian pin twice, which would be one of the tiles I'm missing here, but I'm going to fold. I'm not going to play into anyone's hand here. Hopefully. I need to find safe tiles to discard now. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Kamicha. Oh, that's really nice. New York City, mid-June. Really nice. I have never been to America yet, but I believe once I have a bit more money saved up, I might just go and do well, basically a Mahjong-based trip there. Not anytime soon because money has been hellishly tight those past few days, or rather those past few months even. But it's definitely something that I want to do. And well, Mahjong is not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to love Mahjong for probably the rest of my life now. So this is something that I will do, be it in months, years, or decades even. But I will do it someday. Is it the Dichinomi New York City Club? Because I do see posts really often from this club on, well, most social networks, especially Twitter and Instagram, because this is the only two social networks I use on a daily basis. Not too happy with my shapes here. Nice, this is really cool. I always see a shit ton of people in those weekly meetups. That's impressive. I truly wish we had that many players here, but it's, I mean, I live in a much smaller city, so it's only natural that we don't have that many players. Okay, so Toyman called Lichi. My only 100% safe tile is the Papin. I'm still going to trust the Suji with that. Okay, it passed. Was a bit scared for 1 second here. But I'm out of safe tiles now. Going to trust the Sha for now. I don't want to give up my, well, my only safe tile against Toyman for now. It would be probably even worse if I were to tear my hand apart and not be able to defend the next turn. Like, I wouldn't be able to either attack or defend in the end. And I'm Ishanten even now. Ishanten. Paman is extremely dangerous, however, so I'm probably not going to drop it. Going to fall for good now. Okay, Gambitsu, thankfully. And ooh, it's going to hurt. B-Pin, Dora, and Noura. Okay, not that expensive actually. Just 5800s plus 2 counters makes it 6400s, and actually 4 DG sticks in total, including the one he threw here. So quite a big win, all things considered. Okay, my starting hands are definitely much weaker than in the previous game. Okay, this could be interesting. At least we have one diamond among this sea of Hanchan weights. Yeah, a pair. As if I truly needed one. I'm going to drop it now. It's probably too late to say things like this, but I believe it will be difficult to pull off a tie out here anyway, so I'm not even going to exchange the something pair for the Kuso pair. I'm much happier with keeping 1, 3, in order to leave the possibility open for a 2 or 4 to connect with it, rather than keeping it as a pair and not being able to connect it if I don't get another pair. So yeah. Bonjour mignon joueur de Mahjong. Je me demande qui c'est. Je ne sais pas si vous êtes français. I don't know if you're French or not. Oh, okay. It felt a bit weird putting oh, an expensive hand incoming. Dabuton Dora-san. Holy shit. GG Toyman. No, don't worry. I was like wondering if it was someone I knew because of the mignon word. And its placement before the rest of the phrase kind of felt a bit unusual, so to say. Second by just not dealing in a powerful fling, indeed. I mean, I would be fine with remaining at second place until the end of the game, considering my luck hasn't been so strong. But indeed, it's a rare feeling and quite an interesting one, definitely. Yeah, right. That's what I thought. Even this could be dangerous. Dichi from Toyman, regardless. That's quite funny. Thank you for the follow, Bunny la Puni. Thanks so much. Merci du coup. Vu que je peux parler français, merci. Ooh, long from Kamicha. And it's just Shundora. Plus 4 counters actually, so it's 3200s. Plus 1 Debo makes it 4200s. And Toyman's deal turn has ended. And Kamicha survived. It was not a given considering Toyman called Dichi and he had only 4 tiles. Bonjour, Mermaid Melody. Alors je les gagne, oui ça va, pour l'instant ça va, ça se passe plutôt bien. Ça fait 16 parties que j'ai pas fait de dernière place en tout cas, donc ça va. J'ai commencé par une première, là j'ai fait qu'une seule partie pour l'instant, j'ai fait premier, donc ça commence plutôt pas mal. Et là on est deuxième, donc ça se porte plutôt pas mal on va dire. Bon, là, on continue. Going to start pushing for now. We've been defending up until now, but I want to win at least one round at some point. If we could turn this into a half flush or Hoitsu, that could be great. Or Toi Toi maybe. C'est vaguement joué Mahjong mais c'est pas trop ça. Et bah y a pas de problème, je peux expliquer en même temps que je joue, il n'y a aucun souci. Je suis, enfin c'est en partie pour ça que j'aime streamer. Est-ce que tu connais le principe du coup, je présume? Je sais pas si je chi. Alors on va chi, on va acheter ça. On va voir si on peut se rapprocher d'une semi-pure comme on a dit qu'on voulait faire. Peut-être jeter le 1 un moment quand même. Donc si tu connais le principe du jeu de faire des groupes de 3 complètement, donc soit des suites soit des brelans, et d'être le premier à avoir une main complète avec 4 groupes de 3 et une paire. Alors bien entendu ça c'est la base de la base, il y a plein d'autres éléments et d'informations en jeu qu'il faut traiter et de points de règle qu'il faut connaître malheureusement, mais Ah bah, pas de problème dans ce cas. So, back to English then. So basically, Mahjong is a game of sets and runs, 4 of them with 1 pair. And all you do is lichi, but it's actually quite something, to be honest. Okay, I have no safe time, I'm going to have to push here. Please be safe. Okay, thank God. Next is Nakasuji, please drop the supin. Shimocha-san. No. Toimen-san, please. No. Ah, no. But, well, at least it's safe tile now. Okay, just once more. Okay. So, all you do is Lichi. It's actually good to prefer doing Lichi rather than going for open hands. Ooh, Dama on the Dora? Holy shit. Tampin Dora, Dora Yon, holy shit. 12k. That's gotta hurt. GG Shimocha. Poor Kamicha. Yeah, so basically the 3 Yaku you have to know by hand, or by heart rather, in order to be able to maintain a decent level in Mahjong. Trust me, you do not need to know anything else. It's Dichi, Tanyao, which is all simples, and Winds or Dragons. If you know when to call them, basically you have pretty much half of the game cleared up. Nothing else is needed, to be honest. The reason for this is that those 3 Yaku are the basis for like 85 to 90% of hands. And what makes your hands powerful is 90% of the time the Dora. And the Dora is not a Yaku, so you just need to know when to build a precise Yaku with those 3 Yaku aforementioned being the most common of them. And when you need to localize where to use and what to do the Dora. The Dora is actually, so I can explain it pretty simply. So you see the tile that has been flipped on the top left corner. Okay, so it's a pretty bad example because it's a wind, but it works. I'm going to explain it as the game progresses in the next few rounds. So the Dora is actually the next tile that is the flip tile above here. And it's represented in game with a shiny, a shiny effect, like this south tile, for example. What should we do? This? Could must have gone for a Duiso here. Oh shit! I wanted to pawn. Too bad. Well, doesn't matter. So there is this Dora, and there is also the red 5s. Nah, let's not call actually. Not happy with calling tiles. And yes, I don't actually let it auto sort. I explained a short while before you joined that I prefer to sort it manually because it gives a similar feeling to how we play in real life. And since I like the feeling of real life games, I try to at least get somewhat closer to it by sorting tiles manually. It also leaves open the possibility to put my unneeded tiles on the rightmost side, or to sort runs or pairs differently. So back to the Dora. Well, those Dora work like this. You take the tile that is in the upper left corner. You take the next tile and the tile that's next to it. So for example, if it's the 1 of circles, the Dora will be the 2 of circles. Sorry, pawn. Let's call tiles after all. Ah, it was Tempai already. Damn it. Another 12k. I played really bad here. I played awfully. I should have dropped it like 12 turns earlier, but no matter. So here it will be a better example. So for example, Dora indicator here is the 1 of bamboos. So the Dora is the 2 of bamboos, which I have 2 of them already. In case of red 5s, well, it's simply just a flat Dora that is anytime. It's a Dora like always. It's not used all the time. Like in Mahjong Soul, it's used in ranked games, but in real life games or tournament games or even league games or club rules, it's not always used. it's obviously it stacks. Like for example, if you have a red 5 that is also a normal Dora, you have 2 Dora actually. This tile would be worth 2 Dora. And each time, another thing that's really important to know is that each time you call count, you flip another Dora indicator, which basically makes the game snowball basically. And it makes everything much more riskier to happen. Also, each time you call Dichi, you get to see the Ura Dora indicator, which is, in real life, it will be the tile that's below the flipped tiles. So you get to see one for each Dora indicator. So if there is one count, there will be 2 Ura indicators. So just as many as there are Dora indicators. If you have called count twice, there will be 3 indicators, so 3 Ura indicators as well. So basically Dora and Dichi are the 2 pillars of the game, so to say. Okay, Tenpai finally. Pay Dorani for a poor weight, but still. I would have won with the other weight, but I did not trust it. Holy shit. Yeah, definitely my luck isn't strong here. And I'm not playing all too well either. Dichi basically the end of the game. Well, no, it's only the end of your hand. Like, you call Dichi once you are 1 away from winning and with a closed hand. But it's the basis of, well, it's the essence of the game, if you prefer. Yeah, let's take the Mangan Tenpai with the Rian Pin Tanki, should be fine. Lots of pins discarded, so it should come out, I believe, I hope. Nope, no thanks. We would have been 310. Could have had a better weight, but that's too bad. Dichi from Shimocha. Gotta be careful. So it's, for example, calling Dichi announces to everyone that you're about to win. So that's like saying to others, you need to defend now or risk dying a painful death. But it's still a good move most of the time because it will force the other players to defend. I don't want to defend here. It's not even like I could defend anyway. I have 0 safe tiles. Going to push and deal in maybe? No. Luckily I did not deal in. It passed. And defending is basically dropping tiles that you believe will not be dealing into others. This is also extremely important once you reach a certain level. And Sumo! Yes! Pedora-san Mangan! I don't get back what I lost in the previous round, but I can somewhat fill the void, so to say. So defending is dropping tiles that you know others won't be able to call long on, and you can basically pinpoint those with various techniques. So for example, there is one rule that you probably have seen multiple times. It is called the Furiten rule. And the Furiten rule simply says that if you have one of your weights among your discards, you are unable to call long at all. It doesn't matter how many weights you have, it doesn't matter how many of those weights are in your discard pile. If you have just one of them in your discard, then you won't be able to call long on any tile. You can just call Sumo. Yeah, don't worry. Furiten is like this. Furiten is written like this. So this Furiten rule is basically what allows you to defend. Wait, yeah, sorry. My sorry, my English pronunciation is not great. Yep, weights are like, for example, in the previous round, I was waiting on the 2 of circles, so my weight was the 2 of circles. And so, just like I said, the Furiten rule is it's okay if you play into Furiten. Yeah, basically, for example, if I wanted to defend against the player that's across the table, I would drop tiles that he has discarded already. For example, the 7 of bamboo is safe against my opposite player, because he would not be able to call low on it because he has discarded it. Ooh, damage sumo from Kamicha. Sumo no mi, holy shit. Weird sumo, but I guess he had not much of a choice here. He probably wanted to go for a more expensive hand, but wasn't given the chance, and got this sumo no mi in the end. Too bad for him. So Fury 10 just tells you that you won't be able to win off your opponent's discards. You have to draw it yourself, or you have to change your hand and at the same time change your weight. Okay, the Enchanten, not too bad. Ooh, 2 calls from Kamicha, however, I need to be careful. I'll take the Enchanten here, even though I'm not happy with that. Not going to take the Tenpai here. I'm aiming for a certain series of Yaku. Although I wonder if it's possible to get them now. Like for example, like this. If I have 5, 6, 7s in all suits, this is a Yaku called Sanshoku, or triple, what's it called here? Triple mixed triple sequence. Yeah, this one. So it's a rather common Yaku. It's probably the most common one among the 2 Han Yaku. Yeah, unfortunately I have a long here. Rare situation where I have all 4 buttons visible. Quite funny. But I'll take the Tanya Odora hand. Although a bit reluctantly so. I wanted to go for a more expensive hand, but at least I'm sinking Kamicha down to 300 points. And I could perhaps make a comeback if I were to avoid getting Tsumo, because if Kamicha drops below 0, the game ends. So we need to aim for Shimocha or Toymen, or make a strong enough hand to get back to first, even with a Tsumo. Or at least second would be fine, to be honest. Just second place. Last guy is getting crushed. Yeah, it's actually painful to see someone getting crushed like this, because it is real table. Like, I haven't been last for a couple of games now, but trust me, before this long series, I've been getting last places upon last places, and it has been demolishing both morally and, well, just makes you wonder if you really deserve playing there sometimes. Okay, Enchanten. It's not the best shape, but it will allow me to get a strong hand if I were to draw the 5 or 8 of Manzu. Nope, I could get... Well, I'll call Dichi here. If I get a Tsumo, I'm... Well, I'm not back to second, actually. What a mistake. What a mistake. I should never have called Dichi here, I think. Well, I'm going to have to rely on my luck here. So the reason why I should not have called Dichi is because, well, it's the last round. I'm in 3rd place. I want to aim for at least 2nd place. However, if I get a Tsumo, I will finish Kamicha off, and I need a strong enough hand to be able to finish Kamicha off and also get back to 2nd place. And I do not have that kind of hand presently, like at the moment. So the only other hope would be to win off Shimocha or Toymen, so the players that are on my right and across. But considering they have many more points than I have, they are going to defend, and they are actually defending currently. So they won't deal in. Meaning my only hope is to... Yeah, no matter actually, I don't care. Okay, 7700. I'll take the 3rd place, I don't really care. As long as I'm not last place, I'm fine. And it's a rare plus minus 0 result here. Okay, minus 0.5 actually in terms of real points, but in terms of rank points, it's plus 0. So no change. Just one more game added to my strike. Strike. What the hell? I cannot speak English. For the love of me. We have a Saint 3 on my left. No, Saint 2, sorry. What's he doing here? What is he doing here? So what is our starting hand? Well, it was double chance here. I could have had double lychee had I drawn the right tile, which I did not. Saints farming Jade, exactly. So yeah, two reasons for Saints to be playing in Jade Room. Two of them actually. Yeah, two of them. Two reasons. First, there aren't that many players in Throne Room. Like for example, we are. I don't know how many we are currently. I did not pay attention. I think we're over 1,000. That's for sure. In Jade, and currently in Throne Room we would be like maximum. I would say maximum 100, probably closer to 20 at the moment. So the matchmaking takes a lot longer in Throne Room than in Jade Room. That will be one of the reasons, and the other reason is that players are also much weaker in Jade Room than in Throne Room, which is the reason why I haven't been able to stay in Throne Room for too long. Smoggity here. Thank you for the follow, Mermaid Melody. Thank you so much. Oh wait, I did already that, sorry. I did thank you already. I thought I didn't. I thought I only saw it now, sorry. My apologies for that. Okay, Tempai, but I'm going to keep it Dama because I don't actually believe anyone would discard this middle Dora so late in the round after I have yet to discard a single Manzu. Kamicha might discard it if I don't call Lychee, however. He's dealer and he has discarded it once already, so it might happen again. Thank you Woozy CH for the follow, thank you so much. Understood. Have a nice one. Thank you for passing by. Lom! Chitoi Dorani 6400s. So if you didn't notice, I built a hand with nothing but pairs. This is one of two exceptions to the 4 groups, 1 pair shape. It's basically the 7 pair hand. It's a hand that you can only build while remaining entirely closed. So that's the reason why I did not call a single tile. And well, it's not such a powerful hand, but it allows for tricky weights, and it also allows to, well, basically since you have nothing but pairs, you get each time you get Dora, you basically get 2 because you have a pair of the Dora, save for the red 5s, of course. So it's a strong hand because you can basically pick whatever weight you want, since you will be waiting on a pair at the end of the... I mean, once you get Tempai, you will be waiting on a pair at the end. So it's much easier to change weights with pair weight rather than anything else. However, its value is not very high, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. Speaking of which, I'm once again one away from 7 pair with 5 pairs already, and $2 once again. Yep, going to drop this. Could have been an open hand too as well, but by dropping lots of bamboo tiles and waiting on bamboo tile, this is going to be another tricky wait that I would like to pull off. I'm going to take at least... So with this shape, I could sort my hands like this, for example. Like this pair, those 2 pairs, and 2 runs. Meaning I could call pawn on either of those 3 pairs and get Tempai waiting for the other 2 tiles. Or I could do it like this and be also one away from a 7 pair hand. Which makes it a pretty interesting hand, because I can go for a normal hand as much as I can go for a 7 pair hand. It's not always possible to have both doors open at the same time. Okay, I'm going to go for the 7 pairs here. Dichi. Plus I'm waiting on the 2 after discarding the 5, which is a good trick. I could explain it once again, but it's a bit complicated. Like this. Basically, the way Mahjong works is you have 5 types of elementary weights. In the sense that those 5 shapes are going to be the basis for all of the other shapes, more complex shapes that you could see in Mahjong. The first one being the double-sided weight, for example. That's the simpler one and the most wanted one, so to say. So you have the 2 and 3 waiting on the 1 and 4. That's one of them. You also have the middle weight. So for example, having 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, doesn't really matter. Waiting on only 1 tile, which is the middle one. And you have the edge weight. So having, for example, 1 and 2 waiting on the 3, or the other one would be 8 and 9 waiting on 7. The other 2 types of weights are the double pair weights. So for example, if you have like doesn't really matter for now. I don't have this shape, but if I have like 3 groups on the right of my hand and those 2 pairs on the left of my hand, I will be waiting on both tiles. Please be safe. Okay, thank God. So it's called the double pair weight, and the last one is the single pair weight, like I have right now. Those 5 types of weights are the basis for all complex shapes in Mahjong, and the most powerful one is by far the double weight, which is the first I showed. For example, having 2 and 3 waiting on 1 and 4. This shape is the one we want most of the times to defend against, because it's the one that most people will try to go for whenever it's possible, of course. And because I had 2 of them, we were keeping each other's winning tiles. That's quite funny. And so because of the fully 10 rule, which prevents you from winning on discards with one of your weights, well, basically, if you... where was I? Sorry, it's a bit complicated to play and explain things at the same time. So for example, if I have, say, all of my hand is completed, but I'm only missing either the 1 or 4 of characters here. If I'm waiting on 1 and 4 and I have discarded the 4, I won't be able to win on either the 1 or the 4. This is the fully 10 rule. Meaning, okay, so here I have completed it first, but doesn't really matter. I can still go on and explain. So if someone has discarded, for example, say the 5 of characters, and you believe he has a double-sided weight, well, he could not be able to win of discards with a 2 or 8 of characters, so of the same run, of the same suit, naturally, because he would be fully 10 in this case. So you can defend using those tiles, for example. So I'm the only one with middle tiles this way, so I can really explain the same stuff using my opponent's discards. just yet. Gonna take a tenpai here. Pon. It's Dabuton Dora, so it's 5800s plus 1 counter. Quite an expensive hand. Could have been more expensive, but I'm going to keep it simple for now. What annoys me is that I'm waiting on Sozu tiles after not having dropped a single Sozu, which makes it believe, I mean, it makes it feel like I'm waiting on Sozu, like my discards are screaming, do not discard Sozu. Sumo! Okay, I got to draw it myself this time. So 26 becomes 2700 from each. Plus I get to grab my my DG stick and Toyman's DG stick too. And what do we have this time? Ooh, what an expensive hand. Dragon pair, Dora pair, and a run and a double-sided weight. Perfect, that's an ideal shape. I can just go pawn, pawn, and actually I can go pawn already, I think. Let's pawn, drop the Sozu, wait for the Hatsu to show up. Chun. Come on. Nope. No thanks. Tenpai. Okay, but I'm not with... I'm not too happy with this Tenpai because it doesn't guarantee me a Yaku. I need to win on the Green Dragon to guarantee myself the win. Since with the 9 of Pinzu I would not have a Yaku. Come on, Hatsu. Ha. Ooh, a Riichi from Toyman. Now perhaps the Green Dragon or Hatsu will show up, but I don't want to deal in. I'm already in first place. I may be dealer, so I would like to push, of course. But for now I'm just going to fold. Drop one safe tile for now. Wait and see. I'm out of safe tiles already. I'm going to keep dropping my my run here. I could get back to Tenpai if I were to draw or call the Hatsu anyway. So, Doman. Well, it would make the 7 pretty safe, seeing all of those 6 Manzu. So this was safe, okay? This isn't safe. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Might as well fold now. It is a shame to fold with such a powerful looking hand that I really do not want to deal in. I want to protect my points for now. And Toyman was waiting on 4 and 7 of Sozu. I don't believe I had any of them. I don't think I had any of them. Well, too bad. Okay, what do we have this time? 2 Dora once again. Not a great shape. No guaranteed Yaku for now. So we will have to work a little here. Whoa, lots of tiles being called left and right from all sides. I would like to try and get closer to a shape where I can call tiles, but it doesn't really feel like I could get one of them anytime soon. So I can at least get closer to Taiyao perhaps. Two, three, four, six, seven. I'm going to keep the 1 for now because it will be safer than my other tiles if... Well, I don't know. It should be safer. Okay, now that I'm Ishantane, I want to push. Yes! Ditch! I could get a Chankan of Shimocha too. That would be extremely funny actually. No Ipatsu unfortunately. Chi from Shimocha. Okay, dropping safe looking tiles for now. Oh, I could have had Taya with that. Come on. Upaso, please. So close, but not quite. So Kamicha is pushing here. He's probably Tenpai and doesn't want to to give up on his hand. And of course he was Tenpai. Just for Chundora actually. Not very expensive. So I only lose 2,000 points here. 1,000 because of Kamicha's hand and 1 other 1,000 because of my Lichi. But I'm still in first place by far. I don't hear what I should do here. Ooh. Okay. So it's probably much too soon to dream of such things, but maybe if I were to draw another 1 or 2 of Manzu, I could turn this hand into Junshan Sanchoku. Just maybe. Well, at least it's a safe tile, so it's fine. Lychee from Shimocha. And Chi from Toyman. So Toyman does not intend on giving up his dealer seat just yet. Tenpai. I'm only one away from... I'll take the Dama 10 Pinfu no Mi. I wanted to tear the Pinfu apart, waiting for the 1 or 2 to get Junchan on top of that, but I'm not risking... I mean, in first place, I don't really need more points here. I just want to end the round as quickly as possible, but Toyman makes it really suspicious, actually. Going to fold here. Chances are the 8 was safe because of all of the Rosso that were discarded, but I'm not willing to take such risks now. Oh. Not even this is dangerous, holy shit. What is Shimocha waiting for? Thank you so much, have a good night. Or rather, a good day. Okay, I'm back to E-Shanten, somehow. Still not willing to drop any dangerous tiles, but I'm kind of running out of safe tiles now. Chiso. Doesn't make it much safer. Yes, a little bit. Wow, lots of Jihai in my discards. And of course, this tile was safe too. Perhaps I can get Tenpai, however. If I can call Chi, drop this safe tile, get back to Tenpai to not lose points, that could be good. So come on. Ah, so close, but not quite. Haite, Hote. Nope. Isuso. Okay. So it was those times. Well, not a great starting hand this time. So what do we have here? What do we have here? Kanya, new driving the Yaman. Makes it a bit scary now. Does make this round a bit scarier. Kamicha has yet to call Lychee, so I don't know how close or far to Tenpai he is. Dichi from Shimocha. Sure enough, he wants to make use of the Kandora and Kanura. But I can see actually lots of them already. Wow. Going to play safe for now, but I'm Dianshanten. So not actually too far from Tenpai. If I could perhaps get Tenpai by dropping nothing but safe looking tiles, is that even possible? Should be safe, right? Ha, maybe not. Dichi Nomi. Ah, Uraichi, okay. Well, thankfully he did not manage to profit of the Kan that Kamicha called. Thankfully for me. Probably should have folded here. I'm just lucky I mean, Shimocha only got one Ura. Yeah, but I don't want to take the Ishanten with that shape. I want to get better weights or better shapes. Back to the Enchanten, this time for Chitoi 2. Okay, Ishanten, and we have such a good shape too. Okay, well, actually no, the shape is not perfect. Could be much better, but it has power. However, it's packed with power. Those three Dora are going to send someone straight to hell if I am to get Tenpai, which I could by opening tiles, but it would not guarantee that I get Tile, so it's slightly risky. I could easily change my weight, but then not too content with that. Kamicha dropping the third ISO is actually good for me because it will render Tile much likelier. Toyman called Chi as well. Perhaps a Chanta or Jinshan based hand, or a set of non-Anko or Toitsu perhaps. Tenpai, but I don't have a guaranteed Yaku, so perhaps I should call Dichi here. Dich, Dora-san, Takame Tayo with, well, only one Yasume tile left. Could have gone for Dama actually, perhaps, but no matter. I'm going to Ipatsusumo anyway. Hopefully. No, wrong one. I am waiting on a 1, but not the Pinzu one. Ooh, quite dangerous actually. Tomen's folding, Kamicha seems to be folding too. Sanzo Dora, Shimocha. Chi, okay. Isuso perhaps after this call, maybe to get Tenpai. Nope. Toyman called again, dropping another save tile. And Lon from Kamicha. Yes! Reach Dorastan. And Ura 0. Okay. Still 12k. Still a very powerful hand. It makes me... It makes it worth having called Beachy because I would not have been able to call Lon on the 1. And I would have been a bit disappointed not being able to win a Dora 3 hand. Thank you. It's not over, but at least I'm getting a much bigger lead now. Okay. Nope. I'm not too happy with the Pinzu shape. Okay, now I'm much happier. I only start calling tiles if I'm able to utilize the Dora. So by calling Chi on either the 7 or 5 of Sozu. Ooh, Ishanten even. Makes it a bit slightly delicate to use the Dora now. It's the tile that's hindering my shape basically now. Should I take the Tenpai here? I mean, I'm Tenpai for Sanshoku if I do that. It's 5800s, quite powerful. Wait till you hear about my longest no last trick. So basically, the first time I promoted to Throne Room, I went from, so it was Master 3 with like under, I think I was at around 1300s, and basically I went from 1300s all the way to Throne, I mean Saint 1 with 2300s without having a single last place, and it was like 43 or 44 games in one single strike. Like only getting 1, 2, and first, second, and third places. I have never ever been able to pull such a similar thing again. Actually, the closer I've been was like 20, and right now it would be my third closest, like, or second closest. But trust me, it hasn't always been like this, and one of the reasons why I tend to be playing better while streaming is basically that I want to force myself to have the best possible play each time. It's not always the case, far from it, but I have some kind of pressure being viewed by others, so I try to make the best impression by not getting any last places, even at the cost of getting more third places. And it has yet to be reflected onto my overall stats because my last place rate is really high and my Dylan rate is still very high. But sometimes I manage to pull off things like that. Just sometimes. But for example, there are many players that have only like that have under 20% of last places, and I have no idea how they manage to do such things. I'm still getting too many last places sometimes. For now, I would be happy with my my last place rate to drop below my third place rate, and I would like to get my Dylan rate to drop below 15%, but I still have a very long way to go, unfortunately. Not the kind of hand I wanted to go for now. It's a bit too late. But it looks like my opponents are trying to push strong hands to like dropping middle tiles so early. But they both call pawn, which makes me wonder what they're actually going for. Okay, Toyman opened as well. Trying to kick me away from the... Oh yeah, seat. I see. Well, I just don't want to deal into someone that has a full Anko of Hatsu. That would be quite troublesome. Even though I have 24,000 points of lead. Oh, Tsumo from Shimocha, and it is expensive. I'm guessing Toi Toi Sanko? Yes, it is. Yeah, I kind of guessed that he was going for such a hand because of the middle tiles getting dropped much too earlier. And still using middle tiles to advance his hand. Well, yeah, that's true. But it's not like I was a beginner when I started playing in Mahjong Soul. Mahjong Soul, like, was released in 2019 in the well, in the Western world, like the English server. So it's only been almost 4 years now, and I've been playing Mahjong for over 10 years. So I should have been able to maintain a fairly low Dylan rate throughout my Mahjong Soul career. However, unfortunately, it's easier said than done, and my play is much too random at times. I'm not playing consistently well, and it definitely shows in real-life tournaments where I can sometimes pull off good results and oftentimes very poor results, unfortunately. But indeed, this Dylan rate is indeed taking into account all of the games you did from day one, at least in the aforementioned game mode, which here, for example, is South Round Ranked Match 4-player. But it does take into account all of your games in Bronze, Silver, Gold, Jade, and Front Room. The only way for you to be able to differentiate between rooms would be with third-party websites like Amae Koromo, for example. I could link to the full website address this one, which is pretty interesting. It has lots of stats that you wouldn't even like worry about most of the time. And Shimocha having called Lichi means trouble for me because I have nothing but middle tiles. Not a single safe looking tile. I'm only hoping for Kamicha to deal in. Okay, one safe tile, luckily. Okay, Salman will be safe too. Hoping for Toyman to deal into Shimocha now because that will be my way for for the game to continue without Shimocha making a comeback here. And me not losing many points. Okay, something was safe. Ooh, it wasn't actually. Okay, it's just Taionomi. But it's still better that I do not deal into Toyman. Nice. And we enter the last round with above 16k of lead, which is sufficient to take a direct Mangan hit from Kamicha or Shimocha, and to enter a Mangan Sumo from Toyman. Okay, I managed to get one pair back, which makes up for the discarded Dianzo, which had become unneeded because of my 1-3 run. Okay. This one is dangerous against Toyman. Oh, Shimocha calling Lichi is actually good news. If he wants to just defend his second place, then it should be fine. Even if he gets a Haneman Sumo, I'm still in first place actually. If he gets a Baiman from Toyman or Kamicha, I'm still in first. If he gets a Mangan from me, I'm still in first place. But then, if he gets anything higher than those hands... Okay, Haneman, okay, perfect, I'm in first place. Rizumo, Ura, okay, that was a bad hand. With such a bad weight, holy shit. Sunman and Cupin, but only one Sunman left and probably only one Cupin left too. No, two Cupin left, actually. Another victory, making it the 18th game in a row with plus 143 up to 26-18. Yes, yatta! Probably gonna play 2 more games and call it a day after that. So what do we have here? Okay, fairly good shape. Could get better, but could be worse, much worse. Ton from the second turn from Toyman. Quite whoa, Pon from Shimocha as well, holy shit. It is going to be one of those games. is this going to be one of those games? Let me check real quick what are my opponent's ranks. Master 1. Master 1. Ooh. Did he had Dice Sangen Suiso? Yes, he had. Holy shit. GG. And Master 2. Okay. What should we do here actually? Oh, Khan! Holy shit. So the game is definitely biased towards sets and pairs. Definitely. Long even. And it's just Tanyodora. All this for that. But with the Fuhane it goes all the way up to 4800, which is quite expensive for Tanyo Doraichi. Actually one of the most expensive Tanyo Doraichi. So the Khan was not all for nothing. Okay, 4 pairs. Okay, I'm gonna drop this one. It's pretty much unneeded. I'm already listening on the 4 of bamboos with this shape as is. And even Ishanten for Chitoi. Wow. I could try to secure Tanyo with that. Tanyo Chitoi Aka would be 6400s. Pon. Ha, so I won't be able to use my Akadora for Chitoi. But I can use it for something else. I can use it to build a Suji trap waiting on the passo later on. Which I hope to do. And not yet. Ah, already Tenpai? Holy shit, Dora-san. Wow, that's going to hurt. This one is going to hurt. 7700 plus 1 counter makes it 8000 points. It's been a while since the last time I was so down below. Too bad. But it's still only East 2, so I still have plenty of time to get my points back. Boom. So unfortunately, I probably won't be able to go for a strong hand here. But if I could at least try to grab a couple of my points back, that could be nice. And since my hand is not going to be very powerful, I'm going to keep a few safe looking tiles for later on. I could call Pon, I guess. Lichi from Kamicha. Luckily I have a few safe tiles to defend, which is what we are going to do here. You could call Chi and get Tempai while dropping a safe tile. Plus our hand has gone up by 1 hand thanks to Dora, although it's a very meager consolation for the dire situation I've gotten myself in. But I may as well just try to win before Kamicha. Suman should be fairly safe, I believe. My basis for this assumption is the 7 that passed 2 turns earlier, and well, the lack of 2 remaining. There is only 1 of them left in the game. I'm hoping that a 8-pin will be next, or no, Sumo from Kamicha. Waiting on Sanma. Okay, Dizumo sound quite expensive. It's almost Mangan, just not because of the 30 Fu. At least we did not deal in, but we're still in a much uncomfortable position yet. Have lots of Dora, but it looks like it's not going to be easy to make use of them. I would like to be able to call on the tone, but even so, my shape is much too slow. I have 2 edge weights, 2 Penchan with the 1, 2, 8 and 9s. So unfortunately I'm not too confident in this hand. And it's much too slow to turn into Chitoi either. Okay. Still much too slow. Okay, no thanks. Wow. Lichi from Shimocha now. Okay. I'm still so far from Tempai, so it's pointless trying to win or whatever here. But it's even difficult to try and find safe looking tiles. Okay, I do have this. I have this. Okay, now I have a pair of safe tiles. It should be fine. Tomen pushed a very dangerous tile here. It's a bit suspicious. Human Dianzo. So my Cuman pair was actually dangerous. Okay, he only had Dichinomi, but still. Wow, okay, what do we have this time? Not much actually. Not a very interesting starting hand. Of course I had to draw this one back. Okay, gonna drop this one too. If I could either draw the Dabuton or tile that's around the sun pin, I would be happy. Gonna drop Dabuton here after all. If anything from those kind of shapes, I managed to turn them into Chitsu and such, so maybe, even though it's much too far-fetched, I think I'm going to give up on this idea already. But you never know. Doesn't really help. Okay, now this could help. I have a decent shape that could turn into, well, Taionomi, of course. But Taionomi as Oya is pretty good. If it can at least allow me to get one Denchan in and grab the Richi Stick and the Honba, it could be good enough. A satisfactory result. I want to call tiles with the Manzu and Sozu if possible. Nope, not yet. Okay, Shantan, but it's not the Shantan I wanted to have. Well, if I could at least get Dichi in, it would probably force the others to fold, which would allow me to implicitly get a Renchan. Even though I probably won't be able to win in the end. Dichi from Toyman, now it's not good. Can't get to Tenpai either. Going to go with that. It's Tsuji, it allows for a wider range of tiles, including a 2-3-4 Sanchokutu, which is very unlikely and very late for such things, but we never know. Plus this isn't safe either. Okay, Diamond. 2 left. Maybe it could happen still. And, okay, not yet. Another Diamond, so he dropped a pair here. And the last one came already. That's too bad. Okay, this tile is dangerous too. What should I do? Gonna take a Tenpai if it shows up, but if it doesn't, then it's too bad. The Q-pin is still far from safe. Ay, 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 ay. Seeing my first deal turn go to waste like this is a bit painful, but the game is not over and I still have another deal turn. Lots of things could happen between the two of them too. So I'm the one to draw the Haite and to drop the Haite, the Hote too. And I'm not Tempai, so I'm going to drop a perfectly safe tile. Toyman was waiting on Peitanki and Shimocha waiting on Chiman Paso. He had the last Papin, so yeah, okay. Alright. Very interesting choice from Toyman, but I mean I can understand he's not in first place and it might work. Alright, terrible starting hand. It does look like our luck is over for good now. Okay. Okay, Shimocha called twice. And he secured a Yaku too. Human. Dora discard from Shimocha. Okay. Wow. My hand isn't getting any better. I'm contemplating folding already, but I don't want to fold. It could be that Shimocha is going for Manzu Honitsu, perhaps. Okay, we do have a decent Shanten shape now. It's not going to be very expensive, but I mean, there are 2600 points on the table, so come on, Shiro. Too bad. Please be safe. Chi. Okay. Dangerous, but it passed. Now it's only getting more dangerous from now onwards. Chun should be safe, right? Wasn't safe, but only one Chu left, so it was unlikely. Nope, can't get Tempai with Noyaku. I'll take the 4-5-6 Sanchoku perhaps. Won't allow to get a decent weight if I open my hand, but if I get it close it will be much more expensive, so please, nope, still not yet. Still not Tempai. And Toyman called Lichi too. Ooh, long from Shimocha actually, so Tonnomi. So it was nowhere near a Manzu Honitsu, but Shimocha managed to grab all of the Lichi sticks, making his one-hand hand worth quite a lot in the end. 5100s in fact, compared to the 1500s his hand was worth. So what do we have here? Bien Shanten. With another hack pair that I would like to call or draw. I wasn't able to do that in the previous round, unfortunately. Not really interesting, to be honest. Okay, Ishanten, there we are. Yeah, but now. Okay, that's a little better. Could allow me to get a decent double-sided weight if I am to... Oh, a bit too early. If I am to call on the Haku or draw the Haku myself, but will it ever happen? That's the big question here. It did not happen in the previous round, and I was left really... Well, I had to discard my, my pair of Haku at some point. But this time it won't be possible because my shape does not allow for such such a pair to be dropped. I have nowhere else to build a Yaku or a hand, to be honest. So I'm still relying on this. Come on. Nope. Gonna have to fold again. Yeah, let's fold. I'm dead last, but I'm not going to deal into Shimocha's hands. Plus, if Shimocha keeps the Hanchan, the game goes on. Not too mad with that, because at least the game does not move forward to South 2, so I still have the same amount of time to make a comeback. And so long as Shimocha doesn't get too many points, like strong 2 or whatever, I should mostly be safe. Could almost have been Tenpai again, but nope. I could have been Tenpai actually, but no way for me to drop a Dendro style now. And in the end, Shimocha was waiting on the Papin for Chitoitsu. That's a really, really interesting choice, considering he dropped a Dora earlier. But, well, okay. I won't discuss it. Yet another mediocre starting hand. Sanshan 10, but too many edge and middle weights. Wow, now even my pair is not a pair anymore. I can't even hope for Pinfu anymore. Perhaps we can get Tayo then. Yeah, no Tayo either. We could perhaps get back to Pinfu if I were to draw the Rianzo, but other than that, it's going to be Yakunashi, the Yamen weight, hopefully. Ooh, wait. My hand has gone from garbage to incredible in just one tile. Now, this hand has the potential to have a 4-sided weight, and on top of that, it has the potential to go for a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku. Ooh, don't skip my turn like that, Shimocha-san. Don't drop Akadora like that either, Shimocha-san, please. And Tomen called Dichi. Ah, come on. Please allow me to get Tenpai at least. I want to fight here. I don't want to fold. Ah. Well, this should be safe, right? I'm leaving behind many tiles. Downgrading from a 4-sided weight to a 2-sided weight. Ah, il passe sumo from anyway. Aïe 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 aïe. Dichi, passe sumo, pif, dora, ura, haneman. 3,000, 6,000, making 3,400, 6,400s. This one hurts quite badly because I was dead last and Toyman was third. And now he's in first place and the third place is at 26,000 points. Which makes almost 18,000 point differential between me and him. Which is going to be tedious to catch up to. Especially with such starting hands. Okay, this one isn't too bad, but I'm quite far from Tenpai. My shape is far from perfect. And I'm still troubled as to how to go about it. Tomen called the ton very early. Kamichat called Dabunan too. Well, Chito is the only hope I have here, to be honest. Tanyo Chitoi Dorani would be Haneman, Mangan. In case of Tsumo, it would be In case of Tsumo, it would be Haneman or Dichi or the Ampeko, but I don't know about the Ampeko. Oh. Passed, of course. And of course, he dropped it just one turn or 2 turns earlier than he should have had in order for me to win. Come on, please. Still getting Tenpai, and I'm drawing dangerous tiles too. But being so far behind, I can't really afford to fold anymore. I could wait until Kamicha deals to Toyman, for example, but I'm not really content with playing like this, hoping for others to do stuff that I like, that would help me. Come on. Just a pawn from Toyman. Wanted it to at least be long. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, true. Well, actually, here I did give one huge deal in the beginning, which was 7,700, sorry. I have to go for it. But I'm keeping it Dama. Because they might drop it, Kamicha, Shimochan, Toyman. Not if I call Dichi, however. Come on, drop the Dora. Can't. Shindora. Didn't show up, and it's one of my winning tiles too. There is only one of it left in the game. Just one. Paman. Sumagiri, of course. Come on, Diamond. Only one left. It is safe against Toyman, which is by far the most dangerous here. Safe for me. Cheapin. Not safe at all. Please be safe. Yes. Okay. Now, Yaman. Hote. Yes! I may have a chance. Plus I won off third place, which is perfect. Hote Chitoi Dorani Mangan. Okay, only 1900 points below third place. I may be able to save my no last trick. Maybe. Just maybe. Ooh. The Enchanted from the get-go. Not too bad. Not too bad, but my shape is far from good. That's something to be worked on. Okay, I may be able to secure Pinfu with that shape now. I'll drop this. I was considering going for another Chitoi, but with only 3 pairs, it's a bit too slow. But if I manage to draw the Uman, I may be able to go for Pinfu. So I'm going to go for that instead. Okay, Yishanten now. Yep. There are many ways for me to get a shitty Tenpai and only one to get a good Tenpai. I mean a decent Tenpai. Which makes it a very delicate Ishanten hand to deal with. Come on please, here! I'm going to drop this first. Ha, come on. Well, you could be able to, like... It could show the way to a nice trap, like dropping the 2 and 3, waiting on 1 and 4. But I need to draw the Uman here. Or I could do it like this and hope to draw either the Pei or the Iman, which would be difficult because there is only one of each left. But at least I would end with this same trappish weight, so to say. Okay, I could get Pinfu with that now. Could even have been Chanta actually, but I'm not too happy with it anyway. Come on please, Upaman! No. Ah, maybe, nah. Okay, let's do it like this. So I missed a Tenpai, but at least I'm still in for Pinfu, which would not make much of a difference to be honest, but only one Palman left. Come on, give it to me. Only one Chiman left too. Ah, come on. Can't get Tenpai at all. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different tiles to bring me to Tenpai, but most of them are already discarded actually, which makes it a bit difficult. At some point I will have to take the Yakunash Tenpai to not lose points, because every single point matters now that I'm so close to Kamicha. So please. Okay, good. Ditch! It's trouble Lichi, but at least it will force the others to fold if they haven't. Or it could allow me to get up to barely to third actually. Because Pinfunomi would have forced me to either get Sumo or win off Kamicha. But with the D check and win off anyone and still get back to third. So away from last. Akau, so that was really adventurous, so to say. It looks like Kamicha is Tenpai. Long on Kamicha too. Nice. Deep in and no Ura. Too bad. It worked. I have no idea how, but it worked. Thank you. Thank you, Thernlow. Okay, Orasu, I am in third place. Ooh, we have a very good hand. Holy shit. Already the Enchanten for Chun Chanta Dorasan. Holy shit. We can even give up the Chun and go for Chanta straight up. Papin is Chi. Ton is... I'll keep it for now, I think. Well, I can drop the Suzuki, to be honest. This might allow us to get back to first, actually. Alright, that's good. That's pretty good. There's only one cupid left, but it could be my pair if I were to pawn or draw the tune myself. Okay, I drew it myself. Holy fucking shit. What the hell? Ton. I Shanten. Come on, cupid. Cupid pawn, I Pintanki. No, no can here. That would be stupid. I could have, maybe, in some parallel timelines, but I don't want to here. Come on, Cupin or Kamicha, Papin. Close, but not quite. Ooh, how would I been Tepai with that? Ah. Dama Chanta Chun Dorasan will be Haneman. Holy shit! If I get it Dama, I can get back to first with a single shot. Come on. Yes! Tempai! Come on, Sampin, my favorite tile. This is my favorite tile. This is the moment of truth. You have to show me that I'm right. Oh no, please, come on. Sampin, please. Chanta Chundora-san, come on. Sampin! Dianzo, it should pass. Sampin! Sanzo! So close, but not quite. Come on, Sampin, Sampin, Sampin. Dopin! Suji is Sampin, please, come on. Drop it. Papin should be fine. Yes. It wasn't fine, but still. Okay. Yes! Long! おやっぱり1万8000! Holy fucking shit, that was absolutely unexpected. That was so savage. Sorry, Kamicha-san, but... Holy fucking shit. I have no idea what just happened. Wow, another first. Impressive. Plus 138 and first place. Now that's incredible. Wow. Kamicha completely died here. Was it yet another Ichihime, by the way? Didn't pay attention. No, it wasn't. Okay. Ichihime was on the right. It was like the... how is it called? The sheep lady, like... the shepherd. Shepherdess. There is a feminine form. Shepherdess. Okay. Okay, last one. Going to live in real life a little bit after that. That's an incredible starting hand once again. I'm only two away from Sanchoku on turn 2, and I am Oya on top of that. Oh, I missed the pair here. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, we could even get Ipeko with that. Holy fucking shit. Could have gotten Chanta with that too, actually, but too bad. Come on, Q-pin, low pin. Lots of identical tiles here. I wished it were so easily controllable, so to say. Can't manipulate fate like that. I am playing Kavi, but still. Unfortunately, in real life, I have no power over fate. but it does fit Kavi's character pretty well, I would say. Oh, Sumogiri it is. There is no 6, 7, 8 Sanchoku visible here because of the Rosso being discarded twice and not in my hand, so no use for the Roman here. Come on, Dokupin. Yes, ditch! That's an ideal weight. I'm waiting on outer tiles, and the outer one is the most expensive one. So, ditch from Shimocha too. Come on, Ipatsumo. Come on! Chun. It's dangerous. Okay, it passed. Soundpin again. Favorite tile, but not winning this time. Come on. Dokupin. D-pin, Sanchoku, Takame, Ipeko. D-pin, Sumo Takame! いつもピンスイペコ3色裏なし 6,000 from each. I'm on fire. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. What do we have here? Gonna drop the Hatsu before it becomes too dangerous. Okay, pretty decent draw. It does offer a better flexibility here. Okay, nice. We're going to drop this now. I love this one. This one first. Okay, good. Shanten with 2 double weights. Two-sided weights. Come on, Sanpin. Okay, Dichi. Noyaku double-sided weights. 2 Dora. Maybe a third one, so I'm going to go Dichi here, even though I'm first. Don't really care. Come on, Ipatsumo! No. Come on, Sanpin. Favorite tile once again. Ooh, missed tile here. Doesn't really matter. My hand is plentifully powerful. Sumo, Yasume, but still. Rizumo, Aka. 39 becomes 4,000 all. On fire. I'm already at 56k at East 1. Holy shit. Trust me, it's not always like that. I just have a really good run. I'm pretty sure to bet that at least 1 or 2 of my viewers have seen me in my worst days, so they could attest that it's not always like that. But it it kind of feels like you're invincible in such moments, you know? Then at some point you will have a tremendously horrible game, like I almost had in the previous game actually, but I managed to pull off a comeback from like out of nowhere, literally, and I got back all the way to first. My initial goal was to just avoid last place, but then at some point I started with a pair of Chundora and I turned it into Menzen Chanta. and got the most bullshit 18k hand in existence. Well, I'm going to have to call it this time. It's probably not going to be very useful because I don't feel like I can win this hand, but it could apply some pressure upon my opponents. Okay, missed a chip in uncle here. It's a bit of a shame. I can just show them more Dora in my hand and they'll drag. Oh no, he's going to destroy us again. Come on, please. And they may be more like either keener to fold or to make quicker yet cheaper hands. So the psychological warfare is real in Mahjong. Well, that's all great and all, but I still have yet to use my Dora, which is a bit of a shame. Leech, ooh, speak of the devil. Look at what I just draw. I just drew, sorry. Okay, Kenbutsu, that's fine. Yes. Hatsu Dora 2000 becomes to 2600. My dealer turn ends without losing a single point, which is ideal. And we now enter East 2 with above 40,000 points of lead. Kyushu High from Toyman, who had 9 difference. Okay, lots of Manzu, however. He could perhaps have patched a normal hand, maybe. He had a good shape with the Manzu, but, well, he was far from Tenpai, that's also true. Right. Thought of this. If anything, I could be able to pull off a bullshit Itsu with the Manzu, but it's way too far in my opinion. Just in case. Ooh-ah. It looked like someone could have called the Haku here. Perhaps someone has an Anko of Anko of Dora Haku, which would make the round extremely dangerous all of a sudden. Oh, okay. So no Anko hidden anywhere. Yeah, but Kamicha is definitely suspicious here. Very sussy, very... Could have been just a random lag, but I believe it could also mean dangerous stuff. Well, at least the Haku is safe against Toyman, who just called Ichi. But I still don't know if it's safe against Kamicha or Shimocha, so I'm not going to risk dropping it just yet. Oh wait, I can do this? Okay, it passed. I'm fine as long as I do not deal into Shimocha, to be honest. Ha. I can still get Tenpai one way or another with this shape. Or perhaps I can just fold for good. Ah, no, it was safe already. Right. Gonna fold for good. Whoa, it was just a random lag after all. Nakasuji. Yeah, those ones are dangerous. 1-4. Okay, not actually that much actually. There is only one Sanzo out, so it could just be one of the two. But I'm going to fall for good this time. Haite, not even. Hote, not even. Chiso Sabroma. Okay, so I did have dangerous styles, if I remember correctly. I did. Suso was dangerous against Toyman. And I forgot about the Manzu I had in my hand already, but still. Yes, so Shimo-chan is the player on the right. Toyman is the player on across. Gonna discard it. I don't know what to discard here. This maybe? And Kamicha is the player on the left. Oh, there is no new line characters on Twitch. What the hell? So I need to send a message for each new line. That's weird. I did the same last day actually. The other day when I tried the same thing, I forgot. Ooh, Chi. Okay, pawn from, well, Kamicha. So those terms are quite often used, to be honest. I could just say left player, right player, and across, or call them by the wins, but it's easier to call them by the position relative to one another, like relative to yourself, basically, because at least those always remain the same throughout the game. And that's the reason why I don't believe it's pertinent to call players by their win position, because they change each round. It's only pertinent if you want to call the dealer, but it's easier to just call it the dealer or the Oya, which is a Japanese term for dealer, rather than each player, because what's important is not the win, but rather the status, the dealer status. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. But it's status as dealer, which makes it important. There are other games like Contract Bridge where the wins stay. I mean, the position wins stay the same throughout the entire game. So there is no use in like it's fine if you use them in such situations for such a game. But to be honest, the seat win doesn't really matter much in Mahjong, except for the Yaku, of course. The only one which is important is East, because it has a special meaning, which is being the dealer. So you have everything that implies being the dealer, so playing first, having a bonus in case of a win, having a malus in case of an opponent's sumo. But other than that, it's not. I do not believe, in my opinion, that it is very relevant to use position wins to like refer to other players. Like if using English terms is a must, then I would much prefer call like left player, right player, across player, rather than east player, south player, west player, north player. Well, this is safe against Toymen and Shimocha, but Kamicha should be safe too, right? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Hoping Shimocha is no 10 because otherwise the game will start getting a bit long. And he's standby, unfortunately. Kamicha had Dora-san, 3 Dora. So quite a powerful hand. Shimocha had Tanyao and Pinfu with no Dora. So quite a cheap hand. So what do we have here? Not a great shape, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if my shape is great or bad at this point. What matters is how I'm going to keep my points or how I'm going to end the game as soon as possible. So if I'm not going to end the game as soon as possible, then I might just defend for now. Diichi from Shimocha, holy shit. I may be in trouble actually. I really do not have that many save tiles and doesn't really seem like more are showing up. Ay. Let's hope that I am not going to deal in this round. Well, what I said earlier was because I had really low safe looking tiles, I feared a quick Diichi like this, and it happened actually. So I'm actually a bit troubled by this. Like, in such a position where I have a huge lead and I want to protect it, I am keener to keep safe looking tiles like winds and dragons that are going to be much safer. I mean, likelier to be safe later on. But now I'm completely out of safe looking tiles. I have to rely on one chance like this one. It passed, okay. So this is called one chance because there are 3 of the 6 bamboos out. So only one left to make a weight, for example, having this one. Having, for example, the 5 and 6 waiting on 4 and 7. And since basically defending it means to defend against 2-sided weights from your opponents, since there is practically no way to defend against other shapes. I mean, there are ways to defend, but they oftentimes result in much cheaper hands anyway, so you don't really want to do that. Okay. So I should have kept more honor tiles earlier in the round. But the one chance is actually a good way to pinpoint, or rather to play on probabilities and risks to find safe tiles that do not seem safe at first glance. Like, for example, the 7 was extremely dangerous, like generally speaking, because it's a middle tile. Like, everything from 3 to 7 is basically extremely dangerous, and here, as you can see, he had a double-sided weight, so it was important to know how to defend against such double-sided weights. So middle tiles from 3 to 7 are usually very dangerous, unless you have what is called a Suji. So for example, the 147, 258, 369 lines, or one chances like I used in the previous round. It does not guarantee that the tile will be safe, but it does kind of tell that it will be likelier to be safe if you have really anything, like really nothing else to discard, like I was in the previous round. So the reason why it's good to keep a few honor tiles or terminal tiles too, even later in the rounds, or rather earlier for later in the rounds, is specifically to defend against potential opponent lychee without thinking too much and having to rely too much on such theoretical chances. Is there a Churen Poto incoming here? 1 and 9? Nope. Nope, of course not. There are so many Debo and Homba on the table, holy shit. I want to grab them, but how could I? No thanks. Ooh, rien chantin for Churen Poto. Holy shit. Getting Churen Poto live. Nope. Dropping the dollar like it's nothing. It's a bad idea, trust me. Come on, Bian Pin. Oh, it's safe actually. Thank God. Shimucha is going for Nagashi Mangan at this rate. It would be funny to see Nagashi against Churen and no. Too bad. Okay, the last Ipin was in Kamicha's hand anyway. Dichi, Patsu, Nomi, 1000, 2000s. Well, at least it puts an end to Shimucha's little turn and we finally enter East 3. Which was about time. Holy shit. Okay, what do we have this time around? Okay, that's a pretty fair shape. It could turn into a pretty easy tile. Pon. It will improve our shape quite tremendously here. Nope, no thanks. Pon from Kamicha. Oh wait, the Sha is Dora actually. Shanten, gonna drop the Dora now, before it becomes too dangerous. Okay, Dora dropped, making the round much safer now. Much safer. Wow. Come on, give me a Tempai. Lawman would be ideal, of course. But I won't be picky here. Ah, this one is not safe at all. Toyman called Lychee, which means I now need to defend, especially considering his Oya. Or I could deal into Kamicha on purpose. Ooh, Ipatsumo again. Lychee Ipatsumo. Wow, what a poor wait. Another Lychee Ipatsumo no Mi. That's really weird. That's the second time in a row. Right. Okay. I'm guessing I should drop the nun first, but I probably want to keep at least one of them. One G high left at least. I want to go for the win, to be honest. My opponent's scores have balanced each other out, but my lead has reduced by almost 10,000 points because of all of the sumo and no-10 penalties. And even though I'm still above 30k of lead against my 3 opponents, I still want to leave a few offensive options open. Another Lychee from Toyman, so I'm glad I kept a few safe looking tiles. Should even be able to get Tempai while playing safe against Toyman at least. No Ipatsumo this time. There won't be a third in a row. Iso is Sotosuji. I'm going to still try it. Okay, best. Ipin is safe. Ha. Okay. This is where I need to defend. And after this, I will be... Okay, Sumo. Bizumo, Dora, and Noura, thankfully. Nice 3-sided weight, 5-8 and Sha. So another 2000s all, this time with 1 Honba. Making Kamicha up to 22,900 points. Okay, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna drop the Sha now. That's my win, but I want to keep the Nan, which will be much safer because it has been discarded twice already. Could have dropped the Chun first, actually, it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Hold up. There may be a way for me to get a 5-sided weight, which would be quite impressive. Oh, I missed a tune pair here. Bit of a shame. We're on at East 3. Holy shit, this game has been going on for I don't know how long, but a long time, that's for sure. Yeah, for half an hour already. We've played a full Hanchan in like East 1 and East 2. Holy shit. Like a full Hanchan, the equivalent of a full Hanchan has been played in the span of 2 dreaded rounds that cannot seem to end. Hi, ay, 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 ay. Okay, Kamicha is on the move. Probably going to get Tenpai quite soon. Yeah, that is one very, very long game. Okay. Still safe somehow, somewhat. Okay. What should I do? I'll risk it against Kamicha, I don't care if he wins. Plus I believe pins are more dangerous than Sozu. Ah. Rokuso might be swayed, but Rokuso is unlikely. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. No, it wasn't possible. Oh, Sumo from Kamicha, finally. And just Hakuhatsu. So just a cheap 700, 1300 plus 2 counters, making it 900, 1500s. Alright, what do we have this time? 2 runs actually and 1 pair, plus 1 Dora. Hoping to pile up on these. Okay. Bien Shanten already, actually. We may not need the Dora. May. If we get a 3, 4, 5 Sanchoku, it will be unneeded. Yeah, I'm going to have to maximize my efficiency here, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to drop the Dora now. Okay, pawn from Toyman is okay, even though he's in second place. As long as it isn't coming from Kamicha, it's fine. Kamicha being Oya, it will be a bit too dangerous to give him 4 guaranteed Han like that. Okay, it's still safe. I'm going to keep the Sha, sorry, to defend. Ooh, they are ping pong. It's a bit of a shame. Still Tenpai, okay. Keeping it Dama. Waiting on Toyman's safe tile. It might come out, actually. Long! Pinfu no Mi, 1000 points. Nice. And Toyman's Mangan is nullified. We finally enter the south round. After, yeah, basically 40 minutes. That is one impressively long game. Okay, that's a good draw. Could allow me to open my hand. I have a decent shape, so it should be fine if I open my hand. Could maybe even go for pins of points actually. I didn't even consider this to be a possibility or something worth going for. Okay, pawn. I have given up on most of my safe tiles. I'm hoping this round will not be the theater of huge hands. Even though I have yet to see a single Dora, so it might still be a dangerous looking round. Lychee from Kamichat, this is where I'm going to... well, first drop the Ton. Because it's a Yakules wind. This is safe, not calling count here, obviously. I do not want to offer golden opportunities to make comebacks to my opponents. 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9 should feel fairly safe, but I'm not certain about that, so I'm going to still fold. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it was safe after all, right? Yeah, it is perfectly safe. Still up to Enchanten with that save. Okay, perfectly safe. This one should be perfectly safe too when I will get to Tenpai. If I ever get to Tenpai, of course. This one isn't safe, this one is safe, but yes. Okay, Dora Dora is fine. It's a bit high, but it should be fine. It moves the game forward, so it's okay. I need to protect my points now, however, because 16,000 points is getting a bit on the lower end of good lead, so to say. Enchanten for Tayao Chitoi Dora-san, however. Looks like my luck on this in this game is quite strong. Dropping Dora on turn 3. Yeah, but Shimocha is Oya falls, so yeah. 2 calls, skipping my turn. 2. Wouldn't have been Tenpai with that draw. And nope. Ooh, Uncle? Su Uncle? Imagine being in first base and still getting Su Uncle. But I can go for Pon Pon and Toi Toi Tayao Dora-san too, which is a decent possibility. Could allow me to use my opponent's discards like this. Pon! Would have drawn... What would I have drawn? I will know. We won't get to know, unfortunately. Ipin... Chi! So if we combine Chanta, Hatsu, and perhaps, just perhaps, Hoitsu could become an expensive hand. But I'm not too certain he has Hoitsu here. I think he just has Hatsunomi, to be honest. Come on, give me the Tenpai. Oh, I got it! Plus, I have a chance to get Sanko on top of that. Tayao Toi Toi Dorayon and Tsumore Sanko. Kan, Shindora, Lopin, I have none of them. No Tsuno, Tsunogiri. If I count the Chipin, I can get a guaranteed Baiman too. Oh shit, this one's going to be dangerous. I'll drop it. Look it fast. Come! Ah, no Rinchan. No Shindora. It's dead, so it's fine. I didn't need to call Khan here, to be honest. But it could have been dangerous against Shimocha, to be honest, too. Waiting on Sanzo with a 2 and a 1, maybe. Yes! That's what he had. So the Khan was actually the right choice. Yaman, dangerous, but still should be fine. Ah, maybe not. It's just Toi Toi Haku 6400s. It's going to shorten my lead quite a lot now. Need to be careful. He missed Sancho Kudoko too, which is a shame. But it was 6400s against Baiman, so I guess I had to go for it for the beauty of the game. For the love of the game, for the passion. Okay, Pont. Come on, give me one pair, whichever is fine. Okay, gonna drop this one. I still keep the Sanganpai to defend. Hats isn't safe, however, so perhaps I should drop it. Okay, Ishante now. So I still lost 20,000 points from a huge lead to a mere normal lead. It's a bit of a shame. It's not going to be such a clear-cut victory if I win. I'm not even guaranteed to win, to be honest. Now Kamicha has called Dichi, which makes it even unlikelier. I still have the upper hand, but now that he's Tenpai, I need to take a decision here. Either I push this tile because I have no safe tile at all anyway, or I could have tried to drop the Sanzo, which was slightly safer. Okay, perfect. I can feign to defend while still keeping my Tenpai for now. And I will have one safe tile for later on. Papin was safe, Diampin is safe, so Nakasuji should be fine. It is fine. Wow, very close to my winning tile, but not quite. Nope. And loan from Shimocha, as expected, he was Tenpai. Pinfu Dora Dora, 3900s. Quite expensive, but I'm wondering why he didn't go for Dichi here. I mean, it's barely enough for him to get back to third, sorry. But he had a good weight and he had a good hand, and he had a Pinfu with 2 Dora, which means only 3900 points, which should have prompted him to go for Dichi to make it 7,700. But well, it turned out good in the end, so good for him, I guess. No thanks. I'm hoping for a quick win from Shimocha now, because Shimocha is the one likelier to want a quick win here to protect his well-fought third place. Uncon from Shimocha, however, that's, well, it still works towards building a quick hand, possibly by drawing another tile. But it could also open the way for others to make a comeback to first place, which would be a shame. Especially considering the huge lead I had at some point, and I don't have anymore. Going to sacrifice one of my safe tiles. Oh, okay. Let's do it like this. Is it interesting to Yes, it is. Exactly. It is. It is a way to take advantage of such a lead. Ooh, Dora sound from Toyman. Mangan Sumo would be almost enough for him to make a comeback, but not enough, luckily for me. But yes, it is indeed possible to play like this. Ooh, Doraroku! Wow. Alright, what the hell? What in the hell is happening now? Okay, Chiman is safe against Toyman apparently. Tenpai! Holy shit! Ah, Sumo from Shimocha. It's not strong, so I should be first still. Lead Sumo Nomi with 60 foods, 1000, 2000, which does secure Shimocha's third place. Doesn't bring him up to second even, but it does cancel Toyman's Doraroku hand, which is huge. And I get to get another first place, which is also huge. Plus 136, and that's the end of the game and of today's live stream. Well, thank you so much for, well, first for watching, for spectating all of those games. Thank you so much for asking also, because it is interesting to share various, well, various strategy points, group points and such, analysis of games with viewers. It is what makes streaming interesting after all. And, well, you did have many very pertinent questions regarding strategies, so props to you for this. And I also wish you well for your studying of Mahjong. So thank you for watching. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your evening.